Welcome to Hope Hub, the podcast where conversation by conversation, we highlight positivity and we celebrate ordinary people doing extraordinary things. In a world that can often feel divided, distracted and dark, we shine a light on the good stuff and gradually enable you to reconnect, to refocus and to reignite that spark of hope. I'm your host, Liz Folan, positive psychologist and wellbeing coach. And each week I'm going to be bringing you a new guest that celebrates hope. And today is no exception. This is our very first guest. I am beside myself with excitement to introduce you to the spatula man himself, Mr. Mark Waldron, founder of MOVE Netwalking. I said netwalking, not networking, netwalking. And founder of MOVE Online. Mark, thank you very much for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me as your first guest. How good's that?
Do you know what? Do you realise what a celebrity you are?
Not
because
really.
I love this because I've just come from a school where I work with students individually and I do little sessions with them. And they said, what are you doing today, Liz? And I said, well, I'm doing a podcast and I'm interviewing a fella who you might know because I know they all love TikTok. And they went, go on, who? And I said, I'm going to show them to you. And every single student, ranging in age from like 14 to 17, went, oh, I know that bloke. I follow him.
That's bad.
So it is unbelievable. So they're like, oh, I can't believe that you've got him on. So you are a celebrity. So
I'll take it. Yeah. Not bother about being a celebrity, but I do like if I can make an impact.
You make an
and
impact.
Again, using the whole idea of hope, which is what this podcast is about.
That's what it's about. Well, the reason why I invited you in is because you epitomise everything that I talk about. And I've joined your community, obviously, because how could you not join a community where the mission is to make better people?
That's it.
The minute that I heard that mission, I was sold. And the minute that I went to my first netwalking event, which was in Sefton Park, which is at the bottom of my road, at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and I met the people, I just thought, I love this vibe. So tell us, Mark, how did you get to the stage where you established this wonderful community? How did you get from where you were before? I mean, have you always been this person?
Yeah, to be honest, I used to be in construction, like 2010 to 20, like 10 years. Grew a construction company from being like literally like an apprentice, didn't know anything about it. I knew I enjoyed it. I used to always build flat pack furniture and all sorts. So I was into
when you were at home as a kid?
Yeah, playing with Lego, making things is me thing.
Yeah. So
naturally ended up in construction when I was like 29, 30, that type of thing. So did that, and I found during that journey that all the subcontractors that work for me, they were usually great at the thing they did, but pretty terrible at business. They weren't, you like texting people saying, send me the invoice, or have you got your quotes, or customer said you were going to do X, but you haven't done it. Like, so very unorganised.
Oh, sounded like me a bit.
Could be. Well, it's like most business owners, to be honest, but tradies are the worst for it. Luckily, there's more sports out there these days, I find, and certainly with us. But the key thing was I liked saying, do you need a bit of support? Let me show you how to set up a system where you can send invoices easy. Okay. Let me show you how you can manage this. Let me show you how communication. If you've got 4 people working for you, let me show you how you can lead those guys a bit better.
Amazing.
And I was just always into the whole let's develop people. And even before construction, virtually every job I'd ever had since I was 18, I was always in a position where I was mentoring people, training people, helping people, like in call centres and retail and these different environments. So I've always been of the idea of like helping people. It's a nice thing to do. And it means I've got to know what I'm talking about if I'm going to help them. So I've got to make sure I'm up to date on certain, whether it's knowledge of, whatever it is we're talking about, and social skills, everything that goes into it. Yeah. So because of all that, I ended up doing this program called 75 Hard.
Oh, yes, I know that. Yeah, go on, tell us what it is. If people haven't heard it,
it's very simply, it's a mental toughness program.
It's a good one, yeah.
And it involves a bunch of things you do every day. 2 workouts a day, but one of the workouts has to be outdoors. That's the important part. Stick to a diet, no cheat meals, so anything you deem as bad you don't eat. Drink 4 litres of water there or thereabouts.
Wow.
Take a progress picture, read 10 pages of a book. So there's all these things you do. I thought I'm doing that because it was by a guy whose podcast I listened to. And a few months in, I did it in like I'd just come off a 2-week all-inclusive holiday, put a little bit of weight on.
Time.
Thought, I'm going to do that. And
feeling sluggish.
I did it. And because I was outdoor walking fast pace every day in West Kirby around the Marine Lake,
Beautiful.
and because I was active on social media, Instagram and stuff like that, it naturally just become this thing like, oh, that guy Mark just goes out walking. And all the people I'd network with were saying, can I come on a walk with you, Mark? You know, I've seen you out all the time. I'll come out, to fancy you getting out and about. And that just turned into me walking with one person at a time. And this one person said, I've really enjoyed doing this today. It was like I needed it. It was like we were networking, but we were walking.
Love it.
And I just thought, oh, networking.
Love
as a
that.
joke.
So catchy. Yeah.
And I proper wasn't even into it. I was like, that sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, it sounds catchy, that. And that's it. I thought, you know what? I might put that out there as a thing, because I'm getting loads of value from getting the steps in, speaking to people. The conversation is definitely different to when I'm going to a network event or meeting someone for a business meeting. It's just, there's a different conversation happening, but we're both business owners or professionals or people in business in some way, shape or form. So I thought I'll put it out there, did a video on LinkedIn, said I'm going to go every Sunday at 7 a.m, I'm at West Kirby. If no one comes, I'm just doing my walk.
Love that.
But if anyone wants to come, we can have a chat, get some steps in. I might learn off you, you might learn off me, we'll be better. And 4 people turned up.
How long ago was this? 5 years ago?
That was the 14th of July 2019.
19.
So
before
just over
COVID.
6 years, before COVID.
Brilliant.
And that was it. So 4 people had reported back on a video saying, oh, 5 of us doing this thing called networking, and then the week after, there was 13 of us. And at that point, just within 2 sessions, it's like, I want to do this every week.
Yeah.
This is good. And bear in mind, I'm still running a construction company at this point.
At the same time.
But very quickly, within less than 6 months, I'd already realised I love doing this. I love hearing the stories and the feedback from people. We had one woman who's, or 2 women, one who was regular, and this woman come for the first time. I forgot the name of it now, but it's like, it's swinging fire around. So it's like I forgot the name of it now, but she does that.
Like circus, wow.
That type of stuff.
Yeah.
Just so happens to be speaking to someone else who does that. And
no way.
They're like buddies, you know, type of thing.
Who knew?
Yeah,
just
of all the most
an
random
average
things.
Sunday morning in West Kirby.
Like, oh, you do that, I do that. And it's like, okay, this is good.
That's
like,
brilliant.
The most random things can come from just getting people together, whether
Yeah.
it's business related or you make a friend. And for me, that was amazing, because I thought, I love helping people be the best. And you mentioned it before, our company MOVE, like me and my business partner, our company, the mission is to make better human beings. That is the mission. If we can help someone be better in the business in some way, better in themselves, physically, mentally, better in all the relationships that make up their life, like at home and professionally in social circles, and then helping them be a person that can give back and help others and contribute to local society and stuff like that, the community, then imagine every single person adopted that mindset to be the best in all areas of life. We'd probably be doing okay. And that's what moved us.
And that's it. It's a ripple, isn't it? It's like, this is what I say about this podcast. I want this podcast to be like a ripple, to have a ripple effect, so that there'll be takeaways that people can actually implement, but also there'll be people talking who are inspiring like yourself. And the thing that I can vouch for, because obviously I'm a member and I do the networking with you, but I also attend some of your business meetings, is that you don't just offer accountability and business support, you offer friendship, but you lead by example. And I think that it's very easy to have, especially in our Instagrammable, TikTokable age, it's very easy to have little takeaways that really don't resonate, but you actually literally, to excuse the pun, walk the walk. And you do it, because I've seen you attend everything. If there's a MOVE member who, like last week we went to Hornby, Sean's exhibition, didn't we? There's book launches. Hannah had a book launch recently. Everybody attended that.
Carmel's review.
Carmel's business booster session. But you also attended for people who are friends of friends as well. So you came to Kate's Fighting to Be Heard event, both you and Andrea.
Yeah.
And a number of people in the MOVE community contributed to that. Yeah. I mean, that to me is a ripple effect of hope.
Yeah.
And it's a ripple effect of generosity and goodness. And that's the thing I want to really shine a light on. So what have you got going on at the moment? Have you got anything interesting or exciting that goes on in your day? What's your day, like, for instance, what's your average day like? Because I've been on some of your days where they start in the morning and then we might end up doing some business stuff. What's your day like, average one?
I mix it up with everything, but it's got to include a bit of working on me time. So typically I'll wake up early.
What time do you wake up?
Pardon me. I like to get up at 4. Recently,
seriously, 4.
Oh, yeah. Recently, I've not been up at 4. Might be half 4, 5. Sometimes half
like
5.
slob.
I like 4, but 5's okay as well.
Yeah.
It usually depends on what time I go to bed. I want 7 hours sleep. So if I'm in bed and asleep at 9, I can get up at 4, no problem. But if it's half 9, 10, I will have the extra sleep. But as soon as I get up, the mission is like do a workout. It's like physically move my body, put myself under intended stress, physically become my best. And when I do that, I end up in a place where I think I've done a workout, I feel good. It wasn't easy while I was doing it, but now I feel boss afterwards. And then once I've done that, I naturally want to eat well.
Yeah.
So because I put good food in my body, I've fueled myself. So now I'm feeling good after the workout and eating well. And then it's time just to be productive. And so I'll end up, social media post. Then I'm starting meetings or something like that with clients, or we have MOVE Online mentor meetings where we get bunches of business owners on a call, doing a format that you've seen in person, but on a Zoom call.
Which is really effective, by the way.
Anything from like 5 to 15 business owners just all helping each other and asking for help, and everyone chipping in with advice.
Yeah.
And then throughout the day then, it can be a mix of everything. Sometimes it's meetings with clients, it's stuff with the other side of our business called Zinzino, which is blood tests, helping people's internal health. It's family time. So I'll set, like yesterday, normally today, but I swapped it around because I was doing this. Wednesday afternoon is always time with our Mark.
Of course, because I did see your day in the life a few months ago where you did that, and you went off and you went to the ice cream factory, didn't you?
On that one, it was a nice day. Went out.
So this is your Mark time.
It is now, but I just swapped it round. I had a gap yesterday. I thought I'll swap them round.
Love that.
I'm not just going to work yesterday and work today and forget that time. It's like, that's got to be in there somewhere.
So you have that.
It's like, it's got to be in there. I'm not going to not spend time with just me and our Mark, because it's important that he gets time with just as dad and not just as a family.
Yeah.
And we went swimming, had a good time, went for some food afterwards in the local cafe in West Kirby. Good times. And then
it's nice, isn't it?
In the night time, I might be working away, or I might be, to be honest, it's very rare that I won't be sat there watching the TV.
No.
I won't be. Sometimes people are talking about the latest TV
Traitors.
show.
Didn't watch The Traitors.
I've never even heard of it, so there you go.
It was
But this is it. I'm like so focused on making better human beings.
Yeah.
MOVE is the vehicle to make that happen. So in my mind, it's like, what can I do now to further do that? Is there someone to help?
Yeah.
Is there more social media content to get out there to help people, or attract, get a big audience and get people funneled into MOVE? But when they come and do what you've experienced, which is come to network and come to our MOVE Online meetings, if they're a bigger company and they can, afford one-on-one coaching, they get, time from me and Angie to do business one-on-one coaching. Yeah. We organise social events. Our next one is the 11th of December.
Brilliant.
In Blackstock Market.
Brilliant.
So that's for everyone in MOVE. Anyone who's a member of some way, shape or form can come to that. So I'm always thinking, what's the next thing that we can do?
What's the next thing?
And then we were speaking before about a winter ski retreat we're doing in Austria.
That sounds incredible.
In January. So there's always something to work on.
See, that's what I love about the community, because it's not just the walking, and it's not the networking even. I mean, there's a lot of times when I go walking and I don't even really know what the other person's business is, but we become friends. And from that, then we have so many other little splinter groups. Like I've brought people swimming in the sea. It's been great, Craig.
That's it.
So it enriches your life all the time, doesn't it? So moving forward, what's your vision? Where do you hope, if we think of this as Hope Hub, where do you hope to be in 5 years' time? I'm sure you've thought of this because you're pretty.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think
good
when
with your vision boards,
the word hope's great, because it's almost like if you hope something, it means you've got a vision in your head of something that you would like to have happen, like a desired result, desired outcome. And for me, that I'd call it a business vision or a personal vision of like, here's what life looks like in X amount of years. And for us, grow MOVE is all that matters. And to grow MOVE, it means more online groups, which are global, not just like Northwest or UK. We've got people from around the UK and some in Europe that come on the online ones. We want networking events across the world. I love
this. So you're going to have it like Park Run or something?
Same thing.
Brilliant.
It'll just be like, in every major city, there should be a MOVE networking event.
Totally.
So wherever you go, it's just an obvious thing. Like, I'll go to networking if I'm in business. And we want, the big vision for MOVE as a company is just, if you're in business, you automatically say, well, you need to be in MOVE in some way, shape or form. They're there to help you, not just with the business, but with all the other aspects that lead into business. You can't, no point having a great business that earns good money if you're really overweight, if your health's bad, if you're sleepy all the time, all
if
these
your mental
things.
health isn't great, if you haven't got connection, social connection,
and that's
key.
and vice versa. No point having 6-pack abs. You're fully fit, but you've got no money coming in.
Yeah.
Like, you need all of it.
You
And
need
that's where
that,
networking
holistic.
is, I think, the ultimate experience, the ultimate event, because you're outdoors in nature. It's good for your well-being,
Yeah.
mental well-being. You're getting the steps in, so it's a mild way of getting a bit of fitness in your life.
And you've got achievement and accomplishment with that as
Of
well.
course, waking up early when maybe you don't want to, especially in the winter.
Doing the
sort of
hard
months.
stuff, yeah.
It's dark, it's cold, it could be raining and stormy, but you still go.
Yeah.
You're around human beings, human connection and community. There's the business talk, if you want the business side of it.
Yeah.
Connection on that, networking, advice. So it covers every single thing you could ever need in life.
It does.
It's got in one event.
It does. As a positive psychologist, I look at everything from the lens of PERMA. So I've done this with you when we've done a little session, haven't we? So P stands for positive emotions. I never come away from a netwalking or a networking with you guys event feeling in any way deflated. I always feel energized. I always feel happy. I always feel proud or joyous. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
The E is engagement. And the engagement that I get when I go to your events where I focus and I think about where my business is, that's really helpful. But also engagement in talking to people. Relationships is the R. So I've made loads of new friendships and I've found loads of, new inspirational things to do and hobbies and, to enrich my life. Book clubs, which we're starting. That's the next thing that's coming. And also meaning and purpose. Because the more you meet people who are on that level, the more it reinforces your sense of meaning and purpose. Yeah. And as you've said, you're getting your steps, you're getting fitter, you've got measurable outcomes as well. So you've got that sense of accomplishment. That's PERMA. Right there.
That's it.
And you've
it's
hit
embodied
it all
into
there.
it, yeah.
So if we say, because we're coming close to the end, unfortunately, we've only got a little bit of time. Oh, wow. And I could talk to you forever, and I do a lot of the time. Yeah. Not always on spatula camera. What would be if somebody was listening today and they're just thinking, what one thing could I do? And we'd say like an actionable takeaway, we'll call it a hope spark. What hope spark could you give to the audience today if they wanted to just move like 1 degree more?
I'd say everything always starts with being physically able in some way, whatever, even if you've got a disability of some sort, whatever you're able to do, physically move, and especially like a workout, a run. It doesn't even need to be that. It could be yoga or just something like where you're using your body of some sort, because when you start the day with that, it usually leads on. It's a catalyst for all the other good things.
It does.
If you've done a workout of any type, you typically want to eat well. You don't say, let's go and eat a pizza. So it's like, you'll eat well. If you eat well, you'll feel good. That will have a knock-on effect to the thing you want to do in a day, to be positive, whether it's focusing on the business that you want to create, whether it's getting your relationships in a good place, whether it's working further on yourself, reading a book, developments, doing great in your job and impacting the people around you in the company you work for, whatever your environment is you're in throughout that day. You will be a better version of yourself and a better human being. Yeah. And it all starts with physically moving your body.
Moving your body. I love that. So moving your body. And also with the moving, that one thing, actually from one of your MOVE meetings, Tom recommended, one of our MOVE members recommended to me to read a book called The One Thing, which I did do.
It's a good book.
Yeah. And the one thing that I took from The One Thing was the domino metaphor. We all know the domino effect where the dominoes knock each other over, but one domino can knock over a domino twice its size, and then twice its size, and then twice its size, and from there. So what that one little movement could have a ripple effect, similar to the ripple effect of hope that I hope that we're spreading in this podcast.
I think it's going to be very similar to what we've done with MOVE.
Yeah.
Which started with just me on a walk.
Yeah.
I've asked other people to get on. I'm like the small domino, and that helps 4 more people come.
Yes.
Which is a bigger thing. Those 4 people spread to more. Now we've got, hundreds of people involved in MOVE in some way, shape or form, and it keeps growing and it keeps going. So you'll would no doubt do the same.
It's incredible. Listen, Mark, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. Thank you so much for how you've enriched my life on a personal level, but how you enrich people around me, and I see it every day. Yeah. So thank you for your time today. And thank you, audience, for being here. I'm going to leave you with a little light for the road. And this is going to be like a little takeaway at the end. And this is something that's from J.J.R. Tolkien, who was actually one of our external examiners in University College Galway years ago. Nice. Would you believe this? That's my claim to fame now. Him and Michael D. Higgins, he taught me too. Would you believe? The ex-president of Ireland. But this is something to think about, because it's kind of on the back of what Mark was saying. The world is not in your books. It's not in your maps. It's out there. So have a think about that. And we'll see you back here, hopefully in the next episode. Thank you for your time. Keep spreading that ripple of hope. Thank you very much.